for all Africans. We don't want Malawian passport. We want African passport that allows us to travel Africa without visas. We need peace in Western Africa and in the DRC. We will work with all involved to make sure there is peace. We will revive Pan-African Parliament and make sure we give it teeth. It must be an overarching legislative body that all of us respect. Comrades, we are on the side of Russia against NATO.
Again, Julius Malema reminding us Africa we need one passport, one visa, central bank, one army, and one leadership. This may allow us African to travel all around the continent. We're always speaking about the unity of Africa. We're always speaking the agendas that African we plan to achieve. Let us take an example of Agenda 2063. We can't achieve the agenda and fully fulfill the agenda's needs if we still using these borders. The image of Africa now seems like to move one country to another, it's like you move the continent. The challenges that are facing Africans to move from one country to another be the opportunity to think about the unity of Africa. That's why Julius Malema calling for the Africa to unite. And apart from that, Julius Malema speaking about the peace in some areas of Africa. He called peace in DRC with the situation of starting to unite Africa. But if there are some parties in Africa, there is a conflict, it will be difficult for African to move from one country to another. Let us take an example. You move from a country to a country where the middle there is another country which you have a conflict, and that is the way to reach the country where you are going to. This will be difficult. So first thing, we have to remove these borders to be one and to remove this conflict. I know this conflict is sponsored by the Western companies, so Africans' first things is to turn their hand in the hands of African. Then we have to remove these borders to be borderless Africa. We have to remove all these visas. We have to reach in the situation where we can use a common currency, common language, and one leader, one army, and so on. So this will achieve the agendas what we want to achieve as Africans. So the role of we current generation is to make the unity of Africa to become in true way. There's so many challenges, I know. There are some leaders who are puppets. There are some leaders who are being there for the Western interest, not for African interest. We know that, but all in all, Africa, we are one. Let us move all these things behind, and let us take the advantage of our resources in order to make this continent as one. Because if we can't do this now, we are going to be exploited as more as it was before. So the time of unity of Africa is
Comrades,
now.
We are on the side of Russia against NATO. Russia is our home. We will never retreat. We are not scared of the Jewish power. We will surrender to humanity. We will surrender to self-determination of the people of Palestine. We will surrender to the independent state of Palestine. We will not allow Netanyahu to commit genocide. Everywhere else we are, let's remind our people that we are not free if the people of Palestine are not free. The people of Palestine are not against the Jewish nation. The people of Palestine want their self-determination. If there is anyone who's killing innocent people, that's Netanyahu, an international criminal, and he must be charged.
Also in his speech, speaking about the imperialists, and they say that we are same track with Russia. Let them not tell us Russia is our enemy. In his speech, speaking about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And they said there's no war between Russia and Ukraine. There's a war between America and Russia, not Russia and Ukraine in this speech. Thanks for watching. Please, what you get from this video, let us know in the comment section. Thank you.